Okay, these are your instructions for the week of Monday, November 1st. We're moving into the home stretch of the semester. This is the 11th week. 3 weeks from now, Thanksgiving break will begin. And then about 2 weeks after that, we'll move into finals. So if you're in 1301, you have 2 chapter quizzes due this week. Those will be the chapters 13 and 14 quizzes. If you're in 1302, your 2 chapter quizzes will be chapters 28 and 29. Be sure you watch the not only this, but the current instructional videos for the week, along with keeping up in the supplements. And if you don't have the supplements, what are you going to use to prepare for the final exam? Okay? I haven't graded the 1301 second exams yet. I plan to do that tomorrow or the next day, Monday or Tuesday. We'll see about that. Okay, if you're in 1301, after this week there will only be 3 more chapter quizzes. That's not a lot of catch-up room. If you're in 1302, same thing. You'll have 3 more chapter quizzes because the last one in 1301 is 17. The last one in 1302 is chapter 32. Okay, there aren't any weekend assignments, but a week later, on Sunday, November 14th, that's 2 weeks after the evening when I'm recording this, the final paper will be due. That's 10% of your final grade. After that, whether you're in 1301 or the week beginning 2 weeks from now, that would be Monday, November 15th, week prior to Thanksgiving, all you're going to have is exam 3. So after that, after next week, there'll be no more exams, 3 more chapter quizzes, and that'll be that, okay? Week of November 22nd and following will be Thanksgiving break. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? Surely there's something. If you could look back and you're missing stuff, the way things are now, I'm really pretty forgiving if you want me to go back and open up a deadline or something like that. A little more complicated, a lot more complicated, is giving you a second shot at anything. Because that's a multi-step process, and I really don't like doing it. So you need to have a really, really good reason to tug at my sleeve on that. Remember that the final exam week is the week of December 9th through 14th. December 9th is a Thursday. And that's just over a month away. That's 6 weeks from now. And the exam will be open for something like 5 or 6 days. I don't look at them until after the semester is over. The final exam, permit me to remind you, is comprehensive. It's over the entire course, whichever course you're in, and it consists of 100 4-option multiple choice questions. All the multiple choice questions I've shown you thus far have been 3-option. This is 4-option, reducing the chance of your being the proverbial blind hog finding the acorn. Okay. If you look at these things, one of those answers is right. You'd have 1 in 3 chance of getting a question right on anything prior to the final, even if it were written in some language you didn't know. Just kind of how things work. Okay. And the final, like the exams, is based on the supplements. It's getting late in the day. There's one other reminder. This is the week beginning on Monday, November 1st. And 1 week from today, if you're watching this on Monday, will be Monday, November 8th. That's week 12. That is the last day to withdraw with a W. If you're still enrolled in the class, when business closes at Student Services on Monday, November 8th, then you're going to go down with the ship, one way or another. Now, a W merely means withdrawn. All it means is that you were enrolled and then now you're not. It does not negatively impact your grade point average. It doesn't indicate whether you were passing or failing or ever even came to class. After that, you're going to get a grade other than W. Okay? If disaster strikes at the end and you can't work in the final, I can on request with a good reason. And if you have a 70 or better better average at the time, I could give you a temporary grade of I, which stands for incomplete, and that would give you a limited amount of time, into like the 6th week of the spring semester, to resolve that by taking the final. It's the first time I thought of this, but as things stand now, I will not be on the class schedule in the spring. They tell me they're reducing the number of classes. A little more I might need to know about that, but somebody else would be calculating your final grade if you took an incomplete. So that might not necessarily be recommended. Okay. Now, to drop the class at any time, what you would do is simply email me at owells@wc.edu. Communicate to me your intention to drop the class. You do not need to give a reason. I would then forward that to Student Services with your Weatherford College ID number, the course and section you are enrolled in. And they would see your email and take it from there. Okay? After November 8th, week from today, that ain't happening because the door closes. You can't get it withdrawn after that. Okay. I think we're good. You got 2 chapter quizzes to get done. You got till Friday night to get them done. And repeating what I've told you the last couple of weeks, if you've taken notes, if you've done, and these are based on the textbook, not the supplements. Chapter quizzes are over regular textbook chapters, U.S. and narrative history. I provide you with chapter study questions. They're in their module there in study materials. Chapter study questions, there's a set for each chapter. They are a chapter outline in question form. And if you've taken the trouble to read the chapter and all that and work those up, and you have those notes in your own handwriting, you may use them on the chapter quiz. You may not use the textbook itself, but you may use those. Okay? I don't know what else I can do for you. Okay. Happy holidays. Not quite yet, but the time will come.